How's it going, guys? My name is WreckitBeckett and I'm here today with my first ever WWE predictions video. So, we are going to do some predictions on this Sunday's coming Backlash pay-per-view on SmackDown Live. Okay, first thing I'm going to say before we go into this predictions is I'm not really sure what to make of this pay-per-view in total. I mean, there's some decent matches on there, there's some, like, I don't really care about, I guess. I don't know, we'll just see. It seems like a really weird pay-per-view. It could either be a great show or a bad show, but we'll just see. Yeah. Alright, so let's get into predictions. So, the first off we got, which is going to be Ty Dillinger and Aiden English. Now, I don't know. I feel like this could easily be a main card match, but I can see why it's on the kickoff. Okay, there isn't really much to predict on this one, so I'm gonna go with Ty Dillinger picking up the win here. I would like to actually see Aiden English win this, so that he could get some sort of singles push to see just how far he could go. I think he could actually be a good contender as an upper mid carder, to be honest, given the right push at the right time. So yeah, with this kickoff match, I'm gonna go Ty Dillinger to get the win here. Sort of like a repeat of what we've seen on SmackDown, mostly. Okay, so we're on to the main card now. We have Luke Harper versus Erick Rowan. Now, with this whole Bray Wyatt thing going to Raw now, this leaves the Wyatt family without really much to do. I guess they're working each other because, you know, Luke Harper turns back on Bray. Erick Rowan came back as Bray's thing, but Bray's gone now. So yeah, I'm going to see this as, I think Erick Rowan is just going to get the win here because since he's been back, in my opinion, I don't think he's really done much, and I think he needs it more than Luke Harper does. So I'm actually going to go with Erick Rowan winning this match. It needs to be done cleanly if Erick Rowan is going to win, but I don't see why there will be any shenanigans or anything in this match, so that's why I'm going with Erick Rowan winning this. On to the next one, we have Sami Zayn versus Baron Corbin. Now, this is kind of a weird one, because both of these guys really need the win. Sami Zayn has been moved to SmackDown. He hasn't really done much, he hasn't really won many matches since being there, so I think Sami Zayn needs it a bit more than Baron Corbin. But going off of how SmackDown was this week, with Baron losing to Randy Orton, normally with WWE logic, if you lose on the go-home show to a pay-per-view, normally that person ends up winning on the pay-per-view. As much as I want Baron Corbin to win, I think Sami Zayn needs it a lot more with how he's been on SmackDown so far. He definitely needs a win, a clean one as well at that. So Sami Zayn, Baron Corbin, although they both kind of need a win, I think Baron Corbin has still got some good momentum behind him from the Dean Ambrose feud and going into the main event scene. So I'm going to say Sami Zayn picks up the win here, mostly because he needs it more. I don't see there being any shenanigans in this match. Okay, the next match, the SmackDown's Women's Championship, is not on the line, but you got Charlotte Flair, Naomi, and Becky Lynch versus Natalya, Tamina, and Carmella, with James Ellsworth at ringside, I'm assuming. With how SmackDown went this week with the contract signing and then Carmella getting the roll-up on Naomi on the Women's Champion, I think Naomi, Charlotte, and Becky actually need this win a lot more. Especially Charlotte, though. I don't see this face turn working out for her on SmackDown in the long run. But who knows, maybe Charlotte might turn back to being a heel at Backlash. Like, if they're going to do that, though, if they're going to go ahead with something like that, they need to do it properly, where you see, like, Charlotte really giving it her all in the match to try and win, and then bam, out of nowhere, attacks Naomi. Because it seems a little bit heelish when she turned around to Naomi on SmackDown and says, "I'm coming for my crown." I think that's what she says, something like that. And looks straight at Naomi. So, I don't know, maybe a possible Charlotte Flair turn back heel after this pay-per-view. I don't really see it happening, but it'd be cool if it did. Because in the long run, I don't see this Charlotte Flair, this face turn on Charlotte, going anywhere in the long run. I think she works better, much better as a heel. Yeah, I'm going to go with Charlotte Flair, Naomi, and Becky Lynch either winning or the Charlotte heel turn. And then I would like to see Tamina get the pin, because I think that if they pushed her as a, you know, formidable woman, I think she could actually do pretty well as SmackDown Women's Champion. Obviously, she needs to work on the mic. She hasn't really done anything. But yeah, that's my two predictions on them. If I have to go with a definite one, I'm going to say with Charlotte, Naomi, and Becky winning. Even with James Ellsworth at ringside, you know, if he does get involved in the match, it might backfire on him, and he actually causes Carmella to get pinned or something by accident. Who knows? But yeah, I'm going with Charlotte, Naomi, and Becky to win anyway. Next up is the SmackDown Tag Team Champions match. You got the Usos versus Fabreeze, or if you're a casual W fan, Breezango. And I'll talk about it later. It's like Jinder Mahal. I can't take Fabreeze seriously, or Breezango, because at one point they were both like pushed hugely in their careers. Like Fandango had Chris Jericho at WrestleMania, and when Tyler Breeze first came up from NXT, he had a good run as well, until whatever Vince McMahon said. So yeah, it's kind of it's an odd one, because they're going with this Fashion Files police thing as well, which I find interesting, but I can't take them seriously. So, and I get the whole thing with SmackDown, and WWE trying to build new main event talent, but and I get that, and I do want to see it, but you can't do it with people who have no credibility, which I'll get to later in the Jinder Mahal Randy Orton match. But with people who have no credibility and just been enhancement talent and jobbers, it's hard to suspend disbelief in taking them seriously as champions. So, and at the minute, I do like the Usos with their like gangster, dressing like how they do, and very much their promos lately as well. So, although I do feel like the Usos as champions, they've gone a little bit stale in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. But I'm gonna go with the Usos to win this, and if Fabreeze win, I'm done. I just can't take them seriously, especially with this Fashion Files police stuff. Alright, so next up is what could be easily the match of the night. It's Shinsuke Nakamura versus Dolph Ziggler. Now, I know they've had a lot of dark matches off SmackDown Live, and they're promoting this as Shinsuke Nakamura's debut on SmackDown. So, with it being his debut, you think he's going to have to win. But I think Ziggler's going to put up one hell of a fight, and I don't think there'll be any shenanigans unless someone comes out and turns or attacks Nakamura, which I don't see happening. So I see this as a easy win for Nakamura, hopefully cleanly. Alright, so up next we have the United States Championship on the line. Kevin Owens defending against AJ Styles. Now this also could be easily match of the night, and to be honest, if it wasn't for the WWE title, I'd put that in the main event, because you got Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles. United States Championship on the line. It would really elevate the US title if it was in the main event. Okay, I'm actually going to go with my prediction to Kevin Owens retaining here. I know AJ needs it more, but I don't think he needs the US title, but he's in a huge profile match. I don't think Kevin Owens is going to win with his own finisher. That's the thing. I don't know, maybe AJ Styles go for a phenomenal forearm, and I think Kevin Owens might catch him in midair with a code breaker to, get at Chris Jericho, because I think they're going to continue with that feud up until either SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, or WrestleMania, or whenever Chris Jericho comes back from Fozzy. So yeah, maybe it's Walls of Jericho, maybe it's a phenomenal forearm into a code breaker, or maybe it's Kevin Owens go for a pop-up powerbomb and turns it into a code breaker. So I think that'll be a great spot. Kevin Owens go for a pop-up powerbomb. It seems like AJ's countered it, but it goes straight into a code breaker to end the match. I think that'll be one heck of a spot that they could definitely do, which would get Kevin Owens over more as a heel than he already is, and I think it could work out really well. Yeah, that match could easily be a match of the night, possibly more than Nakamura and Ziggler, but we'll see as it plans out. It's these matches that I think could make Backlash the show it is. I don't think any of the other matches could really make it a great pay-per-view other than these. So then we're on to the main event, which is the WWE Champion Randy Orton defending against Jinder Mahal and the Bollywood Boys. Okay, the first thing I'm going to say here is there's been no explanation to the name Bollywood Boys. Like, why? And another thing that gets me about Jinder Mahal is when he comes out, it's like he doesn't even acknowledge like that they're there. It's really weird. It's really weird. The only way I could see Jinder really winning is how he's won most of his matches since being pushed, I guess. I was going to say since being taken seriously, but this is what I was on about earlier. I just can't take him seriously. When he's been in 3MB, he's been an enhancement talent and a jobber for such a long time, and now for randomly getting this push just because WWE's doing their promotions in India and stuff, I'd rather them bring in a brand new Indian star and push him to the moon, because it's hard to take Jinder Mahal seriously after he's been in WWE for so long, coming back and being an enhancement talent and then all of a sudden getting pushed. So the only way I can see Jinder winning is either the Bollywood Boys getting involved and cause him to lose, or maybe they get kicked out and Orton RKOs them both and then there's a roll-up or something, but I don't know. The thing is, Randy Orton as a champion lately and for quite a while, he's been actually a little bit boring, a little bit stale. Still think Bray Wyatt should have won at WrestleMania for the WWE title, and if he's gonna and if he's gonna get moved to Raw, then have him lose at the first Raw pay-per-view. Although I want Randy Orton to win, because Randy Orton's the one with credibility in this match, I also feel like Jinder Mahal has a good chance of winning because they're pushing him so far. They've pushed him to the moon, and with their new Indian promotions they're doing as well in the WWE, I can see Jinder Mahal getting the win here. And as much as I don't want it, I want Randy Orton to win, but I'm actually going to go with Jinder Mahal getting the win here and becoming the new champion. But if they do that, I don't know how it's going to turn out, because I think I'm not the only one. There's a lot of fans out there who just can't take Jinder Mahal seriously after all the years that he's been in WWE and, you know, what he's been put in. Again, this is what I was on about earlier, building the new main event stars. You can do this, but you can't do it with people who have no credibility. It's like bringing back Eugene from like 2007 and pushed him to the moon as a main event star. People are going to, you know, remember him for the guy that was, you know, had problems and, you know, all that gimmick. So I don't think a lot of people out there are going to take Jinder Mahal seriously, so I'm not sure how they're going to go with this match. I feel like the Bollywood boys are definitely going to cause some shenanigans in some way, and I want Randy Orton to win, but I'm going to go with Jinder winning this match. So that's my predictions on this coming Sunday's Backlash pay-per-view, guys. We'll see just how it turns out. Hopefully we get it's kind of a predictable pay-per-view in a way, but also in some matches it could either go either way as well, so it's very 50-50 on some of them, but we'll see as it goes, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is my first ever predictions video, so I hope you enjoyed, guys, and I'll see you in the next Raw pay-per-view Extreme Rules.